What if your electric bill dropped from $291 down to $28 using $4 worth of copper wire? That's exactly what happened. And I'm going to show you how to do it yourself, step by step, right now. Let me ask you something. You opened your electricity bill last month, and you just stared at it, because the number made no sense. You didn't buy anything new. You didn't run the AC any differently. But the bill was still brutal. That's not an accident. That's a system that's designed to drain you. Now here's what's crazy. I want you to picture a farmhouse. No power lines running to it. No electric meter on the wall. No bill, ever. This isn't a cabin off the grid with solar panels and batteries. This is a full working farm. Refrigerator running, lights on, water pump working. And the electric bill? Zero. Every single month. I saw this with my own eyes. And it completely changed how I think about electricity. Here's what nobody tells you. Up to 90% of the electricity running through your home is never used. Let me say that again. 90%. It's not powering your fridge. It's not lighting your bulbs. It's not running your washing machine. It's just bouncing back and forth inside the wires. Wasted every single second. Electrical engineers call this reactive power. Your appliances, especially motors, don't just need power. They need a magnetic push to get started. And that magnetic push bounces back into the grid, unused. But your meter counts all of it, every watt of reactive power. Every watt that did absolutely nothing. You're being charged for electricity that never even reached your appliances. Think about that. Your fridge, your AC unit, your washing machine. Every motor in your home is pulling reactive power constantly, and you're paying for every bit of it. That's why your bill is high. Not because you use more, because the system counts waste as usage. Now here's where it gets interesting, and maybe a little uncomfortable. This is not new information. This problem was known over 100 years ago, and the solution was taught in schools. Electrical engineering students in the 1940s and 1950s learned exactly how to fix this. It was basic curriculum. Then 1961 happened. The Rural Electrification Act fully rolled out. Power companies expanded everywhere. And quietly, without any announcement, this topic disappeared from textbooks. Gone. Removed. And the replacement curriculum focused on how to use electricity, not how to stop wasting it. You think that's a coincidence? Because I don't. Power companies make money every time your meter spins. Reactive power makes your meter spin. Fixing reactive power makes their profit drop. So why would they want you to know about the fix? They wouldn't. And for the past 60 years, most people never heard about it. Until now. Let me tell you how I found out about this. It was 2009. I was doing some renovations in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. And I met an older man, an Amish bishop. I noticed his farm had no electric meter, no power company connection at all, but things were running. I asked him about it. He smiled, and he said, "We learned to stop paying for what we don't use." He showed me a small coil of wire wrapped around an iron rod, sitting right in his junction box. He called it a compensation coil, built it himself. Cost him almost nothing. I had never heard of it, but I wrote everything down. And when I got home, I started digging. That's when I found the work of Charles Proteus Steinmetz. If you don't know that name, you should. Steinmetz was one of the greatest electrical engineers who ever lived. He worked with Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse. He was the man who made AC power practical for everyday use. And Steinmetz wrote extensively about reactive power. He understood that motors and inductive loads create this bouncing, wasted energy, and he described a method to cancel it out. A coil, a simple coil, wound around an iron core. He called it reactive power compensation. The Amish bishop had been doing exactly what Steinmetz described, except nobody else was talking about it anymore. So here's the fix. It's called a compensation coil. Some people call it a reactive power compensator. Some old-timers just call it the power coil. Whatever you call it, the idea is simple. You build a coil of copper wire wound around an iron core. You place it in your electrical panel or junction box, and it pushes back against reactive power. It cancels out that wasteful bouncing energy before your meter can count it. Your meter slows down. Your bill drops. The appliances work exactly the same as before. Nothing changes for you except the number on your bill, and the materials cost about $4. That's it, $4. Let me break down the science quickly. Don't worry. I'm going to keep it simple. There are two types of power in your home, real power and reactive power. Real power is the electricity that actually does work. It lights the bulb. It spins the fan. It cools the fridge. That's what you want to pay for. Reactive power is different. Motors need a magnetic field to operate. To create that field, they pull in a burst of power. Then they push it back out. Back and forth. Back and forth. This back and forth energy does nothing useful, but it travels through your wiring, and your meter sees it and counts it. Now, here's the key. A coil of wire, when wound correctly, creates its own magnetic field. This field runs in the opposite direction of reactive power. They cancel each other out, like noise-canceling headphones. You know how those work? They produce a sound wave that is the exact opposite of noise. The two waves collide, and silence is the result. This coil does the same thing with reactive power. It produces an equal and opposite electromagnetic field. The reactive power cancels out. Your meter stops counting it. Your bill goes down. That is the entire science. One coil, one cancellation, one smaller bill. Okay, let's build it. Here's what you need. All of this is available at any hardware store. First, 18 feet of 14 gauge copper wire. That's the standard wire used in most home wiring. Make sure it's copper, not aluminum. Second, an iron core. You can use a thick iron bolt, 3 or 8 inch diameter, about 6 inches long, or pull a core from an old transformer if you have one. Iron is key, not steel, not aluminum, iron. Third, electrical tape. Fourth, wire connectors, the twist-on type. Fifth, a ruler or measuring tape. Sixth, wire strippers. That's your complete list. Total cost? Roughly $3 to $5 depending on what you already have at home. Let's build it step by step. Step 1. Prepare your iron core. Take your iron bolt or iron rod, clean it with a dry cloth, no oil, no grease, just clean iron. This is the foundation of your coil. Step 2. Start winding the primary coil. Take your 18 feet of 14 gauge copper wire. Leave about 8 inches free at the start. This will be your connection lead. Begin winding the wire tightly around the iron core. Keep each loop snug against the last. No gaps, no overlaps. Win 200 turns. Count carefully. 200 turns is the target for the primary coil. This is the main working coil. When you finish 200 turns, leave another 8 inches free at the end. That's your second connection lead. Step 3. Add the secondary coil layer. Don't cut the wire yet. Continue winding directly on top of the first layer. Win 50 more turns. This secondary layer fine-tunes the cancellation. It sharpens the effect. Leave another 8 inches free at the end of the 50 turns. Now you have 3 leads coming off the coil. Lead 1, start of the 200 turn primary. Lead 2, end of primary, start of secondary. Lead 3, end of the 50 turn secondary. Strip about 1 inch of insulation off each lead. Step 4, wrap the coil. Use electrical tape to wrap the entire coil snugly. Cover every bit of the wire. This insulates the coil and keeps it intact. It should look like a tightly wrapped spool when you're done. Step 5. Safety first, turn off your power. Before you go near your electrical panel, go to your main breaker, turn it off. Use a non-contact voltage tester to confirm no power is running. Do not skip this. Electricity is not forgiving. If you're uncomfortable working in your electrical panel, call a licensed electrician and show them this design. There is no shame in getting help. Safety comes first. Always. Step 6. Install the coil in your junction box. Open your main junction box or electrical panel. You're going to connect the coil across your main power line in parallel. Lead 1 connects to the hot wire using a wire connector. Lead 3 connects to the neutral wire using a wire connector. Lead 2, the middle lead, is left unconnected. Tape it off securely. The coil should sit neatly inside the panel. Make sure it doesn't touch other wires or components. Tuck it cleanly to the side. Close the panel. Step 7. Restore power and test. Turn your main breaker back on. Go to your kitchen. Listen to your refrigerator. Listen closely to the compressor motor sound. Within 60 to 90 seconds, you should notice a change. The hum should smooth out slightly. The motor will settle into a more efficient rhythm. That sound change is the reactive power compensating in real time. That is your coil working. Now I know what you're thinking. Does this actually work? Let me tell you what happened when I built my first one. My electricity bill at that time was $291. That was a normal month for me. 3-bedroom house, central air, old fridge. I installed this coil on a Sunday afternoon. It took me about 2 hours including the winding. The next month, 187. Good, but not done yet. I tweaked the coil, added the secondary 50 turn layer like I showed you. A month after that, $94. Then I built the second coil. I'll show you that in a minute. A month after that, $28. $28 from $291 down to $28. That's a 90% reduction. Now I'm not going to promise you'll get identical numbers. Your home is different. Your appliances are different. But even a 40% or 50% drop changes your life. And that's what most people see within the first 2 months. The fridge sound test is your first proof. If you hear it change, the coil is working. If your meter seems to spin slower, the coil is working. And when the bill arrives, that's your real proof. Okay, here's the bonus tip that most people never get to. If you want to push the savings even further, up to that 90% range, you build a second coil. This one is smaller. It's not installed in the main panel. It goes directly behind your largest appliance. For most homes, that's the refrigerator or the central AC unit. These are your biggest reactive power culprits. For this second coil, you use the same design, same iron core, same wire type. But you only wind 100 turns. No secondary layer needed. Connect it directly across the power cord of the appliance using a properly rated inline connector, or plug it in through a short extension tap that's rated for the load. This coil compensates the reactive power right at the source, before it even reaches your wiring. Between the main panel coil and the appliance coil, you're catching reactive power at every level. That's when bills start dropping toward 80%, 85%, even 90%. And the second coil costs maybe another $2 to $3, so total investment, under $6. Total potential savings, hundreds of dollars every single month. Here's what I want you to do. This weekend, not next month, not someday, this weekend, go to your hardware store, pick up 18 feet of 14 gauge copper wire and an iron bolt. Spend $4, spend 2 hours on Sunday afternoon, and change your electricity bill forever. You already know how to do it. You just watch the full tutorial. The materials are cheap. The build is simple. The results are real. And nobody from the power company is going to send you a pamphlet about this. They never have. They never will. But now you know. And knowing is how you win. And one more thing before you go. If you've already built one of these, or if you've heard about this before, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you know someone struggling with a high electricity bill, share this video with them. It costs you nothing, and it could save them hundreds. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Every video on this channel is about real fixes, real savings, zero fluff. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to show you what works. And this works. Go build it. I'll see you in the next one.